Anybody follow Russell Brunson? Anybody? Anybody follow his YouTube channel? Very high quality. Main channel. This is Russell Brunson. This is the one. No, it's okay. You really know the text and stuff. Okay, so let me just try a video upload. Can you hear? It's okay, it's not important the content, but you all know the words already earlier, so the intro video is going to come after this. Very strong intro, right? Who they are against, how many of you feel able to associate with it? The money, you know, like our own cash and all that, right? It's like, drew you in, right? Hear you long enough, you belong to the tribe, right? You see people wearing a Fana Hanger t-shirt, ever seen before? Yeah, they always wear a t-shirt. If you go for overseas retreat, you always see me wearing it. This is the most comfortable t-shirt. Okay. You guys learning stuff here? Good. Yeah? So you want to craft out your pitch, and that's very important because it's the nitty-gritty priority stuff that you share first that makes the biggest difference. First 15% determines what? Yeah, you're gonna, this is cool, you know, but I'm gonna go to my point first. Bam, precisely your point never get across. Yes? And precisely why your point never get across, because these are the stuff that makes sense, right? They need to feel associated, they need to feel belong first, they need to understand the what did I share earlier? They need to understand the importance first, right? You go. Then they go, this is me, I can associate with this, and I'm proud to share that this is my family. Yes, I'm proud to share that, you know, I belong to this group as well. We do this, we do that, we are this kind of people, that's about it. Would that be awesome? Yeah, so everything is very engineered. Even one of my business partner, Gabriel, as well. His program is very engineered. What's the name called?
Lifestyle Mafia.
Yeah, so the whole game is called Lifestyle Mafia for a reason, against something, right? And the new concept is called Lifestyle CEO. Right, very clear. That means we're not here to do a 8-to-5 job or build a giant company. We're here simply to become a lifestyle entrepreneur that makes a lot of money traveling around the world. See the big difference? Yeah. So you have to be very precise about who your identity is. So once again, I use the word message, not marketing or your pitch or your branding, is because It's the entire thing. You guys realize that? It's not just your pitch, but it's also your identity. It's also who you want to be associated with. And you have to make a, you have to take a what? Stand, right? You have to take a stand, right? They say this is us, right? And when you take a stand, do you think people will not be associated with you? There will be some people. Hello? And it's good. This is called enrollment. It's called self-selecting. You want self-selecting to happen first before you pitch anything. It is important. You want them to self-select first. Because if they don't select, they are judging. If they don't select themselves, they are judging you how to hold you. So if they deselect, it's awesome. You get it? It's awesome. Because I told you already, your closing rate should be how much? 30%. Not just in stage closing, but just your closing rate in general in businesses, right? 10 people you meet 3 awesome business partners. Yes? Not all 10, right? There will be people that you have to take a stand and say, you know what, you're awesome, but maybe not now. Or I understand the way you're doing business, but maybe not with me. Yes? You have to. If you say yes to everything, you become the yes man. What happened to Jim Carrey? Anybody know? Yes man. Oh my god. Oh shit. Nobody watched that movie. Did you watch before? Yeah, yes man, right? Say yes, yes, yes until you get into some trouble, right? Yeah, because he attended a program or something, a motivational program, they say yes to everything, right? Yeah. But anyhow, so you get it, guys? So my point is, take a stand. A lot of people are afraid to take a stand, hence they have no customer. Get it, sir? When you choose your customer, you have what? More customer. It's a weird ass sentence, but it's always true. When you choose your customer, you have more customer. A lot of people think if they don't choose, the travel industry is $6 billion. If I'm 0.001% of travel industry, I be multi-billion. That's bullshit statement. It never happened. If you don't choose a customer, you just imagine you're the ocean, and then you're a bloody stream and throw you in. Guess what happened? You don't even eat some algae. By the time before you drop down, you're being swamped and eaten away by a whale. They don't even know he shit you out. You get it? You get it? You're just like a nobody. Does it make sense? If you don't choose where is your marketplace, right? You think, oh, my little stream can drop down and you can buy some algae and so you can make some money. You're right. The whale is going to eat you and you're going to be poo. You're going to be what, guys? Poo. You're going to be poo. That's what happened to a lot of businesses. Yes? Is that true, Vinny? Hello? Yes. Yeah, so understand. So when I choose my customer, I have more. Together, everybody. When I choose my customer, I have more. When I say this to people outside of this room, they don't understand what the shit you come here for. They're like, what the hell? It's went to some funny program, is it? Yeah, but it's true. Yes, it's true. If toilet paper can choose people, you can choose people. Okay. If mineral water can choose people, you can choose. Yes. So no excuse. Water can choose. Toilet paper, the one they clean your backside also can choose. Wow, big problem. So your business cannot be worse than toilet paper. Okay, guys? Good. The last point I want to talk about, once again, the last point I want to talk about for message is this. What the last one I talk about is called the one-sentence persuasion. What is it called, guys? So throughout the whole book, there are a few distinctions. What's the word? Distinction. That I pick out that you all have to really read it again and again, right? Because these are things that I've been practicing, my business partner practicing, or we have seen successful businesses doing throughout, right? And have been always working. So one is called the one-sentence persuasion, and it's in page 23. So it's not just that you have an awesome message and people will buy from you, yes? Because can you sound arrogant as shit? Hello? That you know it all and you are just that prick who like tell people that they are wrong. How many of you all know that a lot of people pitch businesses like this? Hello? Because they are expert in the field and they talk down someone. How do you feel when you're being talked down? I'd rather fail than to work with you. Yes? I'd rather fail than to work with you. Because you make me feel like shit, I'm successful and I still feel like shit anyways, right? So what the hell would I want to do? So you must remember, as you get clearer your message, you start to see people doing things that are totally ridiculous, yes? Mm-hmm. And which means, right, you're not supposed to go against them. Your pitch is against them, but when they come into the house, your door, right, you're supposed to what? Welcome them and really give them a chance to understand how to do it right, yes? It's not being arrogant to tell them that you either do it this way or you die. It's giving them a chance, so the intention must be right first. Because the literal sentence got no meaning if you don't have the right intention. Yes? So you must understand. Every time when you pitch, right, you think people is going to understand what they are doing? Most people? They don't. That's why they find you. Hello? Because they don't understand, right? So how can you speak in a way whereby, they should understand? Like, what do you mean you don't know, right? So you must come from a very humble background. So which means your one-sentence persuasion is very important. Either help you to get closer to them, or let them know your intention, or let them know that you have a very relatable story. Got it? Or you've been there, done that in the perspective before, then doesn't move. It is like you've been there, done that in the perspective before, doesn't move, right? And you understand them. You understand them for not understanding you in the first place. It's a very big word. You understand them for what? Not understanding you in the first place. You understand them for not understanding you in the first place. Because most groups, right, whether is it religious or non-religious, they don't understand others who don't understand them. That's why they can never spread their message louder. Because they go in by doing hate speech. You get it? You don't understand, that's why you go to hell. You get it, right? How do you expect people to just become your friend? Hey, you full of shit, you're nonsense, you don't want anything. Okay, yeah, I'll be your friend. What the hell? When did that happen? You get it? Yeah, I'm super sucky, I'm a loser. Yes, can you accept? What the hell? No, right? So you must understand. It must be inclusive. You guys agree? Yeah. It must be inclusive, right? And I want to realize is this. That's why the persuasion center is so important. Did I share with you enough already? Hello? Before I can tell you the thing?
Yeah.
Okay? Good. So, page 23, right? There's 5 things. Because, right, when you have a dream, how many of you dream of becoming a millionaire? Let me just want to check. Did we have that dream before? Yeah? Before I get there, I have the dream before. You get it, right? I already had a dream before, right? So I want to be a millionaire, right? And what happened when you tell a friend about it? You know, I used to laugh at a friend as well. In secondary school, right, we have this conversation about who do you want to be. 3 of my best friends, right, we just sit together and all. So my friend say, you know, like, you want to do this and that, and then moved on. I remember clearly, and my another best bro said, you know, we want to open a pool parlor. You know what's called pool salon? Play pool, wow, so easy. Press on the light, off the light, make money, sit down there. Someone can train our pool. Because back then I was in finals. I said we were playing, we were trying to go turn pro, but very hard. We didn't make it, but we are very serious in playing pool. So easy, on the light, off the light, at the back of the cafe, like bowling alley, sell crab food. The deep fry one can make so much money. You know, like swimming pool, bowling alley, and pool salon sell crab food. They can make a lot of money. Right, you know, fried fish balls, seaweed chicken. Damn, this is shit, man. That's a business. You get it, right? On light, off light, make money. Yeah, they said, then we asked a friend, hey, so what is your dream? He said, oh yeah, I really figured out the real business is to monopolize, right? Monopoly business are the biggest. We're like, okay, cool. So what do you want to do? I want to create a telco. And we all laugh the hell out of him. We think it's a joke, right? Yeah, but you get it, right? But to be honest, can you create telco in Singapore? You can though. Are there a lot of telcos that they grew up recently? One Republic, what else? Circles Life and all that. Because by anti-monopoly rule, when a company approaches Singtel, the biggest boss or startup, right? They are supposed to lease their satellite space to a smaller company. It cannot be monopolized. So when you go and approach them, they have to give you an invoice and start it up itself. Because Singapore don't practice monopolism, yes? Yeah, so they got no choice. They have to help you to build a company. They're fucked up, you get it? But they probably spend millions to throw the satellite up, but they have to help you to grow a business. Yeah. But anyway, they grew as well, right? Because you still suck under them, yes? It's fine. But you get it? But we diss him. So when you have a dream, do you think people diss you? Yeah. And I think I'm stupid, right? Because I have a stupid low mindset about doing business, open salon on off, like, what kind of stupid shit is there? Yeah, but then again, your friends are like this, right? They are not against you, but they cannot what? Cannot see the real big dream, right? Yeah, so that's why number 1 is called encourage their dreams. Those come to you, they're looking for someone who understands that this dream is possible, right? Yes? And maybe you have been there, done that, I don't know, or you're doing it now, and they need to see that. Does it make sense? Hello? Yes. Yeah, so when you start, right, I mean, I have absolute amazing format in Train to Transform. But right now, that even though you don't have any template, when you start, if you can start by letting them know that you understand their dream and you understand they are idiots that like to troll people, yes? How would they feel? Huh? Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if someone come up here and ask this question? So, how many of you all have friends who think that you are just a jobless bunch of idiots trying to be hopeful to be a millionaire? Anybody have such thing? Yeah, thank you. How would that make you feel? Right. Yeah, I felt that too, right? I understand, I get you guys, right? But they go like, cool. It's like me, right? It's not like some born out one, like the mother peeled out him and 2 boba together kind of. It's like me, it's a regular tube. You get it, right? Yeah, so encourage your dream. So that's big, but so you can put an asterisk because encourage your dream is very big. Yeah, and a lot of people look at obese people on the dating, they laugh, right? They don't encourage. And it's the same now. Yes, guys? Yeah. It's encouraging. Hey, come on, slow roll, right? Still longer, but it's slow roll, right? It takes longer, right? It's cool. You gotta start, right? It takes longer. You gotta get in there. Finally, someone who don't condemn, right? I hate it when people talk about New Year resolution gym. I hate it. All these big bats, the big time muscular people. Every beginning of the year right now, they'll post picture in the gym. Look at all these resolution people. I fuck them. I hate them. What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm a resolution gym. What's wrong? What's wrong? People are following their dream, right? To go back again, right? But at least they woke up for 3 months. That's 3 months out of 12 months. The next day they woke up for 3 months. They are working out. Yes. So what's wrong just because they are not fit? What's wrong? Right, so I hate it. You get it? So they don't encourage dream because they've been there, done that. It means other people right, have to suffer through. No. Hello? Yeah. There's nothing wrong. You get it? So a lot of people has been these. You know what's called these? They've been trolled, right? These, right? And if you welcome them in, right, you win the first one. Yeah? Yes? And by the way, for you to teach what you did, what you're able to teach, right, for you to position yourself, is someone going to shame you. Someone's going to shame you. People who either don't get there will tell you you cannot get there, or people who get there scared you steal their rice bowl will tell you you cannot get there anyway. You get it? Yeah. So someone's going to shame you. It's always the case. Do you think people shame you before when they try to teach business? Always. Guess what do I do to them? Ignore them. I don't even know who they are. Important. You get it? But there will be one, but not important. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I have so many people take care, so much problem already. Book 2 training room, 1 training down here. We have 52 Creole 1 here. I still got time to think about controllers. Yeah. Right? Yeah, next is to justify their failure. Yes, you. Number 2 is to justify their failure. Failure. Because they need to know that failing is not a random occurrence happening to them because they are stupid as shit and they are unlucky and they are like loser. You get it, right? Everybody failed before. Do you guys agree? While you can say that now, but when you fail, right, you don't feel so. Yes, guys? You feel like you're the unluckiest loser of them all that cannot get things right. Yes? We all failed before. We all know, right? I mean, now that we don't fail, we feel good, right? It's in a room where we're not feeling anything. But when you fail, do you feel like shit? Hello? Yes. Yeah, and you need to justify for them, like, hey, you know what? We've been there, we've done that. Sometimes it's not your choice, right? Sometimes it's the marketplace, yes? Sometimes you just have to learn it. Sometimes it's the rite of passage. You know it's called rite of passage. Like you have to go through that. And you happen to be at this journey now, and it's cool. It's rite of passage. Right? The rite of passage, if you are in Starlight Academy, if you have to kena for me once usually. Greg kena once really, Phil kena, Li Ling kena, like, you know, it's the rite of passage, you get it? Sure kena once for me, right? Yeah, it's rite of passage. Because sometimes are we drifted? Are we drifted for our goal? Hello? Yes. Someone need to shake us up. There's nothing wrong. Yes? Hello? Yeah. Nothing wrong. Right? It's cool. Then you let them know. How do they feel now? How do they feel? Yeah. Gotten. You know what I mean? You gotten, right? They're like, hey, oh my god. I've been searching for reasons why I failed, and finally someone tell me it's okay. It's a process that 90% been through, not a 10% been through. You get it? It's not 10% failed before. You guys agree? 90% failed before, right? And then I am the 90% also. What's wrong? Nothing wrong, right? Got it? So you realize how powerful is all this one-line persuasion. So what do? You fold the dog ear like the entire page. You get it? So this is another one. The email process. Okay? So number 3. Allay their fears. Doesn't mean. Because the truth is it. By the way, guys, what I'm giving you examples, are they all real things in life? Hello? Yes. So I want you to be very careful of what I teach. I'm not trying to ask you all to manipulate. It is it's not manipulation. It's clearly to enroll people, you get it? Because they have been in a situation, if you don't frame them correctly, right, they don't get to success because they feel that it's their fault. Then if they always think that it's their fault, right, do you think they can get the result? Hello? No. Do you think they start to take responsibility? They are shaming themselves? Yes. Yeah, they are. You get it, right? They're shaming themselves. They're not going to get that. No, guys, it's about change state. You know what's called change state? Right? Like wake them up, right? Yeah. So these are the good sentences. So let the face that most of the time, the pain is always here. Right? It's worse than what we think, right? And when we do, right, actually it's not as serious. Do you guys agree? So the idea is to really diminish it for them, that it's almost nothing when they got started. They need to understand it's always just what in the... It's not in reality. I mean, all guys will understand if you like a girl and you try to talk to a girl, you get it? Oh my god, 2,000 possibility of how she will reject me, you get it? Right? But you haven't even speak. Right? Probably you speak and then she say, oh hi, then she walk away, that's about it. Right? But you know, the whole self-talk that kills you, yes? The whole don't know what self-talk about, like, they have to come out to present. Oh my God, what happened to it? What? Actually, take my Hello? Yeah. Got it? So this is big also. Okay, so number 4, confirm their suspicion. Because everybody coming to the room, except for the house right now, right, everybody is open. Because I know all of you guys. Yes? Everybody here is my friend. Do you guys agree? Yeah. And none of them I know. None of them I don't know. I said I don't know. So when you meet people, you don't know how they see you. Yeah, they don't even look at you. I don't know why you're here also. I need help, but I don't want to show I need help. I don't want to raise hand also. I just don't want. My life is don't want. What's my name? Don't want. True or true? Hello. How many of you see me for the first time? That's how you react to me. Anyway? Yeah, you get it. Okay. Yeah. So they come in like this, and because they have certain what? And suspicions. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do here? You get it, right? Okay, why are you so good? There's no such thing as what? Free lunch. Free lunch. What are you gonna do? You get it? So they come in like this. So you confirm for them, right? Just confirm for them. It's nothing wrong, right? Hey, you know what? I have a program to offer, right? But it's only for people who are interested. But then again, I'm going to stick it on the last 10 minutes of my class or something. But well, the whole class will be really about content. Would that be cool, guys? Yeah, only if you're interested, then you stay behind. That's all. What is it? Okay, cool. You get it, right? I'm going to show you everything is content, and you have a choice to choose to stay behind last minute to hear if that's interesting for you. How would they feel? Okay, cool. You get it, right? I mean, it's straightforward. I mean, it's not like trying to hide some shit or what, right? Yeah. Hello? Yeah. So this is called reason why, right now. If you give a promotion without a reason why, you raise suspicion, even though of things that is totally ridiculous. Like for example, if you have a gym equipment store, you're selling gym equipment at 70% discount. What do people think about gym equipment? Sorry? Damaged, outdated, display set, yes? So naturally that's how people feel. When you don't give a reason, why? So you have to confirm their suspicion or at least explain why you're doing so. Right, explain why you're doing so. Very important, very simple thing but very important. I guess learning something here. Yeah. And lastly is what? Throw rocks. What? They are enemy. They are enemy. Just throw rocks with them. You get it? Not at them. Throw rocks with them. You get it? Yeah, that's the truth. It's true, right? How many? A lot of people get sold with the MLM drink before. There's nothing wrong with it. Not that I'm against MLM. I think it's a cool platform to learn stuff, but it's not entrepreneurship. Yes, it's good sales. It's good sales. Nothing wrong with it, but it's not entrepreneurship. Yeah. And are there some good products in MLM? Yes. Yeah, but some of them just suck, right? And just telling you about this making money opportunity, right? I remember buying some essential oils. I do buy, I don't do that business, but I buy them. Yes. Oh well, my water machine is by my friend who do direct marketing. I don't care. I don't do that business. I don't get some commission about shit. You get it, right? I just use a product. So I think, do I like the product? Yeah, but it's not a money making tool to me. You get it? It's just because it's like 2% if I ever get it. So to me, it's cool to use the product if it's good. Hello? Yeah, but I would never be that business. I've been there before. It's doesn't work, right? Yes, guys? Yeah. So you want to help them to confirm their suspicion or be with them, understand what happens and all that as well, right? Or throw rocks at their enemy. So they know you are in the same side, space. Same space is relevant. But in this case, we use side. Yeah, because it's us versus what? Them. Right? We're here, hello. You are here with me, okay? Not there. Very important. Is it cool or what, guys? Yes. Good, right? This book. I think that's why I love this book. You know, I won't even be doing this program. I actually paid money to do this program, by the way. I booked this whole thing to get this done. Yeah. But anyhow, good. So, that's it. We finished what? What's the word, guys? Message. So the idea is this. The idea, right, is not to have a step 1 to step 10 plan. So I need to change your mindset, right? It's not to have a step 1 to step 10. A lot of people thought success is to give you everything you need in your whole life, yes? But the idea is to give you distinction. What's the word, guys? Distinction. Because everything else is Googleable, yes? You can slowly find out, but the distinction is what separates you from a champion and a beginner guy who try their luck to get lucky. You get it, right? So it's what separates the champion. But the champion understands the distinctions. What I give you earlier are all the key distinctions, right? Which means they are all criteria. What's the word, guys? Because if they don't fit into the opportunity, it's a big question, yeah? If you're better, right, what is your chance? Can you be successful if you are a better product? Yes. Can, I'm not saying no one, but I don't want to be the against the odd guy. You get it? So I say, Benny say, cannot be a better bro. I need to prove. So my whole life I got nothing to prove. I just follow probability and be successful. That's all it. I don't like to go against anything or funny things. I just follow probability. Yes, guys, hello? Yeah, so that's it. That's number one, right? And what else? What else? What else I teach you? Come share. I don't want to see it. I read through, help you with our retention as well. Come, let's go, guys. What else? What are the criteria? I give you a lot, right, about message. What else? What is about what?
Great opportunity.
Opportunity, right? So opportunity have how many angles? 5 angles. I'm not saying there's only 5, but this 5 is pretty awesome, yeah? And also what? And also what? Complementary, right? It's one of the criteria as well to give you large scale business. What else comes? Let's go. What else? Sorry? Sub niche, right? Sub niche, not just sub niche. Good. What else? Sorry? What about pitch? The video pitch, yes? Is that important? Yeah. That's straight away very clear. So those. Okay, so what is the video pitch again, guys? Please recall. What's the pitch? What's the pitch? Which pitch? 46. So you see that? So your job in life is this, okay? So a lot of people don't get it. So when you found something that works, right? Your job, right, is to change them into a what? All these headers into what? Before action, what do you change them into? So it's for make, sorry. So it's for make, stand on there. So your job is to change them into a, when you look at theories like this that work. So I share into questions. Quality of question determine the quality of life, yes? Because if you change it into a question and you cannot answer that, it shows a lot about your understanding for your business. For example, what stand am I taking? You know, that why are we different, right? You get it? Does it make sense? So what movement am I in, right? Hello? Yes. So I give you the criteria, but you all need to ask yourself those questions because quality of question, quality of life. Right? So change the questions and really take at least a month to answer them while still moving. There is a while moving and answer them because clarity only comes through action. So you cannot sit down there and figure it out and then got it out, then go out there. It's only through the failures, feedbacks, and mistakes where you get clearer and clearer. So what I do is this: I like to borrow brains. I just meet 2 of my friends, so I meet Sean as well, and I met Sean yesterday, and I met one of my friends. So whenever I have time, I gather friends, I speak to them, right, and I use each other's brain as well. Because when I meet people out for food and all, do we have dialogues? So I like to speak out my idea for me to get clearer. I don't like to just think myself, right? So speak it out, just as you talk. Because when you speak, right, do you have to make sense of what you're saying? Yes. You have to, there's no choice, right? You cannot just gibberish, right? So when you speak, it helps you to really have clarity. It's part of the clarity process, right? So don't think by yourself. Speak it out. And if you don't get any clue, it shows a lot again. So when you say your pitch, what? See movement, what? Who are you this? I don't get it. So it shows a lot, right? Then you improve from there. Then you explain again, right? Okay, let me do it again. So as you explain, does it get clearer? Yes. So it's a process, it's an external process, not one. Not just an internal monologue, right? It's an external process to get better. And a lot of people don't express out, right? And they thought that they can just what? Think it through. Depress to death. Again, they just go in, depress, they must express. That's why I have one of the kids program in the past. I sold the company away. What we do was, what we do is we get all the kids, right? And then we ask the kids to do this. Okay, kids, touch your toe, that's all. And then don't bend your knees, and all the kids will do it. Yeah, say, don't bend your knee, touch your toe. Then all parents, they see, they will shock. Say, this is called psychomotor. And when the kids can't express properly, because they are here jammed by iPad, right? Usually they press, but they cannot express. So guess what's my sign up with? High. Pretty high. Yeah, like transformational process. But of course, we love to do it because we realize that the kids at 7 years old, they cannot balance. It's pretty bad. Show them they are so intellectually stimulated, right? They are not bodily functional. And that's a huge problem. So that was what we are in as well. We didn't get to this point again. What was that the point? Express. Oh, yeah. Clarity. Exactly. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah. So my point here is this: express. You get it? The clarity comes from expression. Right? And when you express, would it be wrong? Would it be wrong? It won't be wrong the first try. But you have to clock it in, right? What's the word, guys? Clock it in. And get over and done with. Don't wait until you have a full class and you're totally ready to know that you're not ready. You get it? screw it up right here. What the hell? Common mistake. When guys always meet girls, they say hi, 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 and then they finally meet the best girl they have ever met, right? And they come with some stupid pickup line. You could have just say hi and it'd be cool, right? They like to do the craziest thing, and they think that that's the biggest bet or the craziest move, right? They just be normal and it's okay, right? They say, ah man, this is the girl I really need to meet. I'm gonna come out with some cool shit, right? And you never practice that cool shit before, you get it? That's what happened to people on stage. They don't do their normal shit, right? They say, guys, I'm going to come up with something cool, and then it totally doesn't make sense on stage. Yeah, happen always. But you all maybe haven't felt it. Have you? Anybody felt it before? It's not like gibberish, but they have cool people, right? They're like awesome people. And yeah, right. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. Got it? Cool. Yeah. So your homework is this. Okay, right now. Okay, so you're gonna have like 10 minutes. How long, guys? 10 minutes for the first exercise. So with all those things that I tell you, you have to pick a sub niche now. Okay, practice it now. If you get it wrong, it's cool. Yes. It's cool. The sentence goes like this, okay? This is your one-line pitch. So some call it like your title, your headlines, or your marketing pitch. Is this picture small or what, Richard? Small. Small, right? It's very tiny. No, we don't use everything else. This is just okay, good. So my exercise for you will be this. Okay, so come up with this sentence. So how to result they desire, yes? Because if you don't know what result they want, or then how can you work to anything else or come up with any theory to that? Does it make sense? So how to result they desire the most without things they fear the most? Can someone give me an example? Let's give it a 10. It's okay to be wrong, yes? Come on, let's go.
How to lose weight without eating vegetable?
Oh man, Trevor is the Messiah, man. Very specific niche audience here. Can you imagine like this dude? His punishment for being late to office is to eat vegetables. Imagine that it's a punishment, like what? And he said, today will work, he will emotionally stimulated. Be healthy without eating a single bit of veg ever again your whole life. Yeah. All the anti-veg people. Okay, what else? Like, it's for fun, right? Anyway, you think it's fun? It's a pretty good pitch, by the way. Yes? I think it's interesting, yeah, because it evokes emotion, right? Come, what else? Chef, one.
How to have six-pack without working out?
Yeah, right. Better go to the gym, right? Yeah, cool. Awesome. What else? Just throw something.
How to bake a cake without going to a class?
Oh, that's okay. Ooh, it's not bad, right? Yeah. Oh, without? I don't. They don't fear the most one, right? So what's the biggest fear when it comes to baking? Come guys. Oh, okay. You see that? So we have to have an expression. You see what I mean here? So, oh, see, there's something ticks right here. Yeah. Awesome. Good. What else? Come, let's go.
How to tame your wife without the confrontation?
How to tame your wife without confrontation? I know who is a niche audience, called the chauvinist or the new chauvinist.
I will sign up for this program with my wife's permission.
Okay, come, let's go. Someone else.
How to iron out your wrinkles without Botox?
Oh, that's a good one. Without needles.
Without needles.
Without needles, right? Yeah. Hey guys, it's not important to know how to get there. It is, but why? Because if you cannot even get this part right, forget about creating everything. You see, that's why your mind have to be very clear first. Because a lot of people will now worry, but I don't know how. But later there's time, there will be a space for you to come. Because bad pitch, right? Very good action equals to no result anyway. Do you guys agree? So that's why I want you to stay in a space of not being whether you know or don't know. The worst search is called an internal search, right? That means you have the answer. No, it's okay. Can you go on to research in the next 6 months? Hello? There's nothing wrong, but the pitch must be strong. Good, what else?
How to sweep out the ticket ready without getting the saman.
Machine already.
How to sweep out the getting a saman? That's great. That's good. What else come?
How to get a raise without confronting your boss.
Ah, yes? Anybody?
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of people feel compromised in their salary? Huh? Yeah. You think people turn up for workshop?
I was just talking about it yesterday with my group of friends and like thinking about it.
Anyway, I think they will.
Yeah.
You guys think so? There are a lot of people feel compromised in salary. So I think it's really a good topic. If you speak that, if you speak that, a lot of people turn up. I got a strong feeling because there are too many people that I meet every day, or you just see it Starbucks long enough, you hear them complaining about their salary. It's a day-to-day thing. Yes, guys? Yeah. What else? Come, let's go. Come on.
How to get sacrificing your desired lifestyle in school?
Okay. So how to get higher GPA without
Sacrificing your
desired lifestyle? So what you want to do, right? Desired lifestyle is not fear, right? So sacrifice what? Change your pain.
Burning enough money.
Yeah, okay, without burning me out. Is that okay? Because it's like every university kid life, midnight oil. Yeah. I wonder what's the oil. I never seen that midnight oil before.
How to listen to your children without them rebelling?
Oh my god. Every mom with a teenage kid will go for your class. Yeah. Right. It's
The kid will go as well.
come to support, then you come for your class, and then you sell kids. You got automatic one you press. 3,000 slap in one. Okay, good. What else?
Rebel against my mom without getting paid.
Sorry?
How to publish book without being an author.
Oh, that's okay, right? But how to publish book without writing anything or without spending time writing? Yeah? Good. Hey, anyway, guys, give yourself a big round of applause. Really good. Can you imagine? It can be fun and easy, yes? But it is solid as shit, right? You get it? Like, it's good, whatever you see, right? People is going to show up. See, the idea is this. Later on, I'm going to share with you why content creation has been the biggest problem throughout the history of mankind of education, because they don't understand what to teach. See, it's not about what to teach, it's you must understand the context of what you're supposed to teach, right? Is the direction, the objective. Got it? I'm going to share with you. So don't worry about that first, right? Just get this part right. Because if you realize based on fear, you realize that once you overcome that, right, most of the things become not a problem. You might not even need to teach it, no? Hello? Right, once you overcome this thing that you share the fear the most, right, you might not even teach it anyway. Like whatever you have planned to teach might not even be relevant. Hello? And the job is to make problem, irrelevant. It's not to solve a problem. Your job is to make problem irrelevant. It's not to solve a problem. Solve a problem is a very low level of business plan. It's to make it irrelevant. You tell people how to raise funds, they still have money issue. Right? You teach people how to start business without any money, it's irrelevant. Yes? You can always start business. You see what I mean here? But make it irrelevant for them. So by you minusing off the fear is irrelevancy relevant. You hear that, right? Or you like don't need to burn midnight oil. Wow. I mean not even about like taking pills or like brands, essence, what to stay away as well. Just get it over, right? Don't need to display your child. Get it over. Not even display, just don't even you care anymore. Right? That means your child totally don't need display. Right. Earlier on I was planning in class, I thought of this thing as well. Can I just do a survey? Is that okay? Check. What do you think if, I don't know, there's not a lot of parents here, but I just want to check. Any parents? Oh, okay, good. So, what do you think if there's a program where it's like a Big Brothers program where, like, for example, like me, follow your kids, right? Like, on a 3-day summit, and then every month we meet once to talk about values, to talk about business strategies. Will you think that will work? It's just purely for business parents and business parents. Like business mentoring, kids mentoring. Anybody? Trying to do a sub niche test. We're just thinking about, is there any sub niche I can repurpose my content? Okay, let's go back to this. Not enough parents here, but I want to ask more. So I'm going to refine my business. What is that called? X? So meaning to it, right? You just have to improve how to get into a better page. Got it? So you're going to take 10 minutes. How long? 10 minutes. So, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you a 15-minute break, includes a toilet break. Okay, so you're going to go for a toilet break, you come back, you have to write out that sentence. You have to. If it's a bad attempt, it doesn't matter. You have to write down, right? And when you write down, just remember this. In school, it's called cheating when you just ask someone for an answer, yes? Yes. Right, in business, it's called collaboration. Yes, it's called teamwork and collaboration. Yes? So you write down, you want to ask a few people, right? See if they can refine for you, right? So if it's fear, right? So Charlie wasn't so much about fear, yes? But if you speak out, someone else is going to say, hey, can you change to a more fear-based sentence? Hello? Okay? So we're going to let it go. We're going to come back here at, what time is it? Last 15 minutes, 55. 2:55. Okay? We'll be back here by 2:55. Everybody stand up. Let's let it go. Color break and please get this homework done. Hit peaks and pairs. Okay. You guys learned something so far? Yes. Some more to go. Okay, shake it off, shake it off.